Hey kid, you looking for answers? Wrong stop. But if you're into messy stories about addiction, mental health, and the side of life that no one else wants to discuss, come, stay a while. This is Malfunction Junction. I'm Andrew. That's Jay. We're just two guys trying to figure some shit out before the next bus rolls in. Sit tight. Might get weird. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Malfunction Junction.
Thank you for joining us.
This is Andrew.
This is Jay.
How's everybody doing today? Jay, how you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Good. Yeah, we,
Waking up early for this bullshit, even though it's 3 in the
3 p.m.
afternoon.
Yeah.
I thought about that last night as I was leaving the bar at 4:15.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
I'm going to have to go straight to bed.
Yeah. That's a rough one. Thanks for showing up.
Well, you got a special...
Wait. We got some more.
Yeah. Thank you, bud. Well, you got your special lady's birthday, so
yes.
we got to work around
my
that.
lovely lady Madeleine's birthday. We are going later today up to Jamestown to see friend of the show, Charlie White, and his band Bear Hat. They're performing up at a free show up in Jamestown. Unfortunately, this won't be out in time for any of you guys to find that out.
Yeah.
If you found out already and you see me up there, say hi.
I keep telling people his band name is Bearcat.
Nope, Bear Hat.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you now. But
Yeah. No, I get the confusion. It's
Bearcat
I asked him in the
something.
episode. What is it?
Bearcat is from something.
Bearcat is the University of Cincinnati's mascot.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad went there after he left Ohio State.
Yeah? Shout out the Kelsey brothers.
Oh, that's right, them too, huh? Whatever.
Pretty sick co-alumni.
I guess so. My dad would have graduated like in the 90s, so it's like in the early 90s. So it's like not alumni at all. Well, I mean, not fellow alumni at all. I got a fellow alumni, yes, but not fellow like class.
I couldn't imagine.
No. But yeah, so we were up in Yellowstone this past week. I did a little, not an episode from up there, but I did a little 5-minute piece prefacing the Dakota episode, and posted a picture up there and some stuff like that. But it was fucking unbelievable, dude.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable. What?
Gorgeous out there.
Well,
what was cooler view-wise? I know you didn't get to spend much time in it, but Grand Teton or Yellowstone?
Well, it's hard to compare the two because Teton is just kind of a small thing. It's kind of just like
that ridgeline.
It's that ridgeline, yeah, and it's really fucking cool, man. Really pretty, but it's not. I mean, Yellowstone's like the largest national park in the country, I think, and it's.
No, I don't think so.
I think that's what they were telling us up there.
Are you sure?
In the country?
I swear to God, it's Denali National Park.
That could be the only one that
they
would
may
be...
differentiate between national parks and federally protected areas. Because I swear Alaska's got some giant...
Is Denali a national park?
99% confident.
Well, we're going to look that one up. But yeah, it was... Yellowstone's enormous, regardless. And it was...
the largest one is in Alaska.
Okay. I guess it must be lower 48 then.
So, Yellowstone is the 8th largest.
Really?
The other 7 are in Alaska.
Oh, well.
It's Wrangell, St. Elias, Gates of the Arctic, Denali, Katmai. Oh, well, Death Valley. Death Valley National Park's on there. Yeah, that's right. Glacier Bay and Lake Clark.
Been there one time.
I don't know where the fuck Lake Clark is. I've never heard of that.
It's in Alaska?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Now, since we're on the subject of national park talk, can we brainstorm the 4 in?
Yeah. So it's
Green Verde or Mesa Verde.
Mesa Verde, which is the shit. Mesa Verde is fucking awesome, but
Never
like
been.
you got to go down there.
I've been to Blue Mesa nearby. One of the prettiest things I've ever seen in my life.
I think isn't Blue Mesa near Grand Junction?
Yeah.
That's nowhere near that.
I thought it is.
It's like 4 hours away from that.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's near, like, it's like if you were to, like, as the bird flies, it's not very far. But like
Blue Mesa's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's the coolest drive I've ever had in my life.
That drive, I did that drive
Yeah, Lake Clarkson,
winter
Alaska.
of 23. I did a whole huge like 2,000-mile road trip down in the south states, the southwest states, during winter. It was awesome. But I left Durango. I was staying with a buddy of mine. Shout out to Tucker. Staying with a buddy of mine out in Durango, and I had to the Red Mountain Pass, which is the $1 million highway, out in near like Ouray and Silverton and Durango and all that. It connects all those cities. It was closed because, of course, it's fucking snowing. So I just fucking booked it around. I went around I like passed Mesa Verde because Mesa Verde is only like 20 minutes from Durango or whatever. Yep. And past Mesa Verde, I had to go this whole route that was around the thing. Like usually if you can do it in the summer and you can do like Red Mountain Pass, it kills like 2 hours off the trip. But if you have to go around, and going to Blue Mesa specifically would be a 4-hour trip.
It's crazy how that works.
Yeah. Well, it's just mountain. It's mountain driving, dude.
Yeah.
It's mountain
It's like,
driving.
yeah, well, there's fucking 10 feet of snow on it, so you
well,
can't
and
drive
it's
that way.
you can't. There's no road up the mountain sometimes.
Yeah.
And if there is, it's because there's a pass. Like there are very few roads that are just straight up a mountain.
Yeah, I was talking to someone about it the other day.
That's like Red Mountain Pass. Literally.
When I was going out to Grand Junction with my brother, we were in, I think, just west of, what's the town that Doc Holliday's in?
Doc Holliday.
It's one of the
would have
spring
been,
towns. It's something Springs. Glenwood, I think.
Glenwood
Yeah,
Springs.
Glenwood
Is
Springs.
that right?
Yeah,
Is it-
because we got to, I remember now, yep.
Glenwood is a
So Glenwood Canyon.
70 town.
What is that?
Highway 70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Glenwood Canyon, just west of that, once you get through there, had a fire on the other side. And we drove by just as it was starting. Like it was on the hillside,
Oh, boy.
20 yards up the hill, and you could see it starting to eat its way down towards the road. And there were fire trucks all along the side of the road, and they were fucking battling.
Were you
this
able
thing.
to pass without traffic on that? Or was there like crazy traffic?
Crazy traffic.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Not much of it. Like, I shouldn't say crazy because we were only stuck in traffic for maybe
Well, I'm
5
sure
minutes.
it caused crazy traffic later.
So that's what I'm saying. So it ended up spreading. Same with the Pine Gulch fire. When we got out right before we hit Grand Junction, there's like where you're coming out of the mountains, you like break onto that plateau.
Yeah.
Or out of the plateau. Either way, it opens up. And that's where the Pine Gulch fire had started, probably about 40 miles outside of Grand Junction.
Right.
And at the time, we were able to drive by no traffic. And then both of them ended up being some of the largest wildfires in Colorado history.
Yeah.
But the thought was, at the time, like, if this road closes down, or if the fire ate in both directions and was somehow able to block off either roadway, like, there's no other ways out of the mountains.
No.
Like, it's not like, oh, we'll just take the fucking back road. It's like there isn't one. There's not a back road that's going to take you all the way out. To
There
fucking
are. But you have to have four-wheel drive.
Yeah, see? Fair.
Yeah.
It's in a fucking, what was
That's
it?
the state, though.
2011
And
Kia Optima. Shout out my
couple-
brother's first car.
The states in the West are all like that.
Crazy.
Just like a couple of roads. And
Yeah, I mean, growing up in Florida, it's like there's roads. That state is so overdeveloped now.
Yeah.
There's nowhere you can't go.
yeah.
It blows my mind still. Just moving out to Denver, the amount of areas by the mountains, on the sides of the highways, just these huge expanses of like square mileage and just thousands of acres you're looking at that's just kind of desert and it's undeveloped and nobody really touches it, Same with driving through the east of Colorado. It's just
The
like
East is nothing out there, dude.
I mean, and you're like,
East
it's
Colorado
just land everywhere. It's
Yeah.
not being utilized. I mean, I think it's technically high desert, so it's not really good for agriculture.
No.
And then it just sits there.
Yeah.
It's really bizarre. I'm not used to ever in my life, growing up in that area of Florida, that Tampa St. Pete area. There's some areas further south or center of the state where you get to kind of nothingness, but anytime I saw open wildlife or
It's probably reptiles.
well, yeah, fuck the reptiles. But just in terms of wooded areas or undeveloped land is really what I'm saying.
Sure.
It was a intentionally protected area, or it was owned area by someone, like it was their personal farm.
Okay, yeah. That's Texas.
I never saw
That's
an area
what,
that was
that's
just
what Texas
land,
is like. Texas is like 90% publicly or privately owned land.
Yeah, do you know what state, this surprised me, do you know what state has the most federally owned land?
Wyoming?
I'll give you a hint. It's 87% of the state.
Wyoming?
Nope.
I don't know.
Nevada.
Well, that's because of the nuclear testing sites. I think.
That makes sense.
I think
That
that's
makes
why.
sense.
Because you can't go to parts of Nevada.
Yeah, fair.
In the desert, like there are parts of the desert where
You don't really
just
want
can't
to
go.
either.
Well, fuck Nevada, dude.
Yeah, that state's brutal.
I grew up in Northern California. I was fucking 2 hours from the Nevada border. Fuck that place, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's
and that's
defection.
maybe state rivalry. We're better than them. We
Nevada,
know we're better than them, and they know we're better than them.
Nevada and Utah can go fuck themselves.
Yeah. And by the way, I mean that by like, as people. Joking.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you. You're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Although you're California, you guys are like the infestation. Of the
I don't
United
like to
States.
subscribe to that term.
Oh, fair.
I use the term Jeffersonian.
No,
Yes.
it's too long.
Well, that's what they would have called it. If, we could have the balls to fucking secede.
Well,
You don't know about that?
You didn't,
The state of Jefferson?
and now you are the son of ballless fathers. It's fine.
My father moved out of California.
Well, good for him. So maybe he has some nuts.
Yeah,
But
apparently.
the rest of the people in that state are all neutered.
Dude.
It's fine.
Most of those people. Well, I mean, that's the difference right there of Northern California, of Jefferson area, is that like all of those people are fucking, they're country ass motherfuckers, dude.
You know, if you can make
Like-
enough money in that state to just not give a fuck about the taxes, it's a really cool state.
It's the best.
I had a bunch of friends from Florida that they all had money and they moved out that way. One of my like good friends as a kid growing up, he moved out there, but his family did really well. So they moved out, fucking live on the water, you know.
Great.
They have a
Good for
blast. They surf all the time, you know.
Yeah.
But if you're going out there to just like live an average Joe life, it seems brutal.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, I always tell people, like, I've told a bunch of people, they're like, oh, dude, I want to go out to LA and California. I'm like, dog, if you go out to California and, you don't, like, make it, then, like, you're going to end up living in Lodi.
Yeah.
You ever hear of Lodi?
No.
Yeah, no one's ever heard of Lodi. It's gross.
There's
Like-
two types of people that do really, really well in California. People who make a lot of money and
Yeah.
people who make zero money. Those
Oh my
those
god, what
people
you
do
know?
great.
Dude, the middle class is straight up.
Yeah, the
like,
middle
'cause
class
they take
gets
care of
dog
They
walked.
take care of the homeless people there. Yeah.
Probably do better being homeless. And I mean, I had this
Yeah.
conversation with someone in terms of like,
Same in Austin, by the way.
huh?
You can do better being homeless than you
Yeah,
can
it's
being
like
middle
if you
class.
if you were to have just fucked up health state, you know what I mean? Like if you were just in a horrible bill of health,
Yeah.
just fucking pretend you have no assets and go get like free treatment. You know, it's pretty wild.
Yep.
You have to live off food stamps, but you'll be fine. I knew people in Florida. They used to come into the store I
If
worked
you're
at.
pretending, you might as well pretend you have kids are
Exactly.
on that note. And,
They
like,
had
get more money. that way.
$3,000 on their fucking food stamp bills, food stamp cards, like just insane loaded up money.
That's if I had $3,000 to spend on food, I'd be fat as hell, dude.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Yeah.
I'm already fat. Be fat as fuck, dude. I'd be 450 pounds.
You like that one thing Tom had me make. Shout out Tom Harmon.
What was it?
The with our posters that would just
Yeah,
made you
yeah.
progressively fatter. That's so funny, dude. That was the funniest thing. Anyway,
By the way, we didn't cover the others. So we got Mesa Verde,
Mesa Verde, Sand Dunes,
Rocky Mountain
Rocky
National.
Mountain, and Black Canyon of Gunnison.
Oh, that is a national park.
It's right by Montrose. Yeah,
Been to two of them.
yeah.
Now I got to go see the other two.
I gotta go.
I've heard
to,
Great
I've only
Sand
been to
Dunes
two
is
also.
underwhelming.
I've only been to Mesa Verde and Black Canyon. Never been to Rocky Mountain, which is weird that I have never been to Rocky Mountain, and then I've never been to Sand Dunes.
Rocky Mountain National Park, for whatever reason, even seeing Yosemite, Black Canyon of the Gunnison, and quite a few other national parks and state parks, Rocky Mountain National Park stood out to me as the most awe-inspiring place I've ever seen in my life.
Really, that's cool.
I think it's because of just like being on those peaks. Like Yosemite's really cool, but it has this really like almost alien landscape at points, like just those trees poking out of the rock crags, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just like these kind of rolling rocks. It's really sick, but being in Rocky Mountain National Park, it feels like life. Like, it feels like this must be what the Earth was like when it started.
Sure.
Like, it's just looking over these, like, super luscious green mountains, and
That's
there's
awesome.
animals everywhere.
Yeah, I'll have to go
There's
check
all
that
these
out.
huge herds. Yeah, highly recommend.
That sounds really cool.
All right, well, I guess it's time to move into the good shit.
Yeah, I guess we might as well just get into I'll just finish with this. We went up there to see Billy Strings, and it was fucking awesome. We'll get into that because obviously I'll talk
Billy
about
Strings.
that. Billy Strings. Yeah, no, Billy motherfucking Strings is awesome.
Yeah.
It was unreal. But if anybody has not seen Billy Strings and likes that music at all, or even just likes fucking talent, go see that guy.
You know what we need to do ASAP?
that?
We need to get a country button.
We
Whether
need
it's
to
like
get
a
a country
yeehaw
button.
or
We do
something.
need to get a country button.
We don't have any. For as much as you talk about Billy Strings, we need a button for every time it comes up.
All right, fine. We'll get one.
Cool.
We'll do that.
Billy Strings, Rattlesnake Milk, or Bear Hat, you got to hit that button.
Cool. We'll do.
Cool. Figure it out.
So yeah, we'll get into the episode. Today we're talking about music
Musica.
that essentially, as you know, as it appeared to us in our lives, and what we were going through at the time, and what caused the shift in music change.
Yep.
Because everybody's music tastes hopefully everybody's music tastes change over time. I think they should as you go through different things. If you're listening to the same thing you've listened to since you were 12 years old, all the time, every day.
Yeah. It's rough.
I don't get that personally, but whatever fits you, whatever floats your boat. But talking to you, Taylor Swift fans,
Crazy. I don't understand it.
no, I've never understood it.
And I tried.
I did
I tried a
understand
couple
it,
times
actually.
to
I do
deep
understand
dive
it.
into the music.
I don't understand why, but I do I was at the one of the shows that she played at Mile High because I worked it, and it was 75,000 screaming, crying girls and 1,000 gay dudes.
Yeah.
That's what it was. 76,000 people fit in that place. That's what it was.
Yeah, but like, was the performance so insane? I mean, I'm sure the production is next.
The production
level.
was amazing. The production
But just
value was
her-
unbelievable.
But yeah,
but,
it's because she's so big. It's, you know,
yeah, and it's like
the other
she
way
can
around.
hire the best people in the world
Exactly.
to do that.
I just don't. I've tried to listen to it. I find most of it really empty lyrics. It's about the same old bullshit
Every time.
She has a few songs that fucking wild. You play Wildest Dreams with me around, dude. I'll lose it. I fucking love that song. But it's not like none of her music is soul touching.
I guess it's probably
like I got in the
it's all written
car.
for women.
And Billy was running away, and it's like, all right, this
You
is
said that
interesting.
again. You said that last time.
Yeah, you said that for 12 albums in a row now. It's just been a different guy every time. But all right, teach their own. Now,
Anyway, let's get on to the music tastes here. So I wrote mine in terms of like times in my life. So I wrote early music tastes. I guess is that how'd you do this?
so I didn't actually sketch this out like this.
Sure. Do you want to just follow mine and say what you say?
I figure I think we can break it up differently and kind of analyze what the shifting points were, because I'm sure
Sure.
that'll be different for us. But
Sure.
yeah. All right, so
So-
let's hear what got you started, brother.
So what got me started? I mean, of course, this is. I feel like most people start out based on what their parents listen to,
Bingo.
and I mean, I would imagine everybody does, starting out listening to what your parents listen to, and I listened to early classic rock and roll,
Yep.
70s, 60s, stuff like that, and even in some of these bands I wrote down were like actually 2000 90s and 2000s bands that I went through the a couple of different lists of like top music groups from the years of like for the early ones for like 2000 and to 2009
Yep.
basically, but the main music I was listening to at the time was like Beatles. I'm not a huge Beatles guy anymore,
Not my kick.
but when I was a kid I loved it.
Fair.
We did in second grade, our teacher was like a big Beatles fan and like had us do like a performance doing Beatles songs as second graders. It was awful, but yeah,
Interesting.
I enjoyed doing that type of stuff.
Sure.
But like I'm sure the rest of the school that had to watch us fucking do that brutal.
Not the most fun.
No. I liked U2 a lot. I still do like U2 somewhat.
U2, a bunch of fucking cheaters, dude.
Whatever.
But they do have some decent music.
Yeah, whatever.
I did listen to them.
Whatever, dude.
But that little partnership with Apple and
it was gay.
most
but
records
everybody
sold of all
everybody
time.
fucking
Go fuck yourself.
Everybody fucking bitches about that. It was fucking 15 years ago.
They also did it with online shows, but regardless.
I don't give a fuck.
Regardless.
They made good music back in the 80s. Or whatever it was. 90s and 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Yeah. They've been around a while. They've been around since like late 70s. Police, another band I wrote down.
The Police were my favorite band.
I liked them.
They were so good.
Lenny Kravitz was another one I wrote down. Sheryl Crow was another one of my dad's favorites, and listened to a lot of that growing up. And then later, I wrote 96 to 2004 for this. And so these last two are later, but like Maroon 5 and Switchfoot.
Yeah.
I liked those two growing up.
I mirrored very similar to that because my dad was into the classic rock shit.
Sure.
He played in a rock band.
Yeah.
It was a lot of... The first iPod I got was when I was 7, and he got me that with Mothership Disc 1 and Disc 2 by Led Zeppelin.
Fuck, yeah, that was one of the
and
first.
And then he loaded it with like Deep Purple, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yep.
Steve Vai. Steve Vai is still sick as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
He's got a sick ass song with Polyphia. But it was a lot of that shit. And then my mom was especially country pop. But it was like some Mariah Carey. It was a lot of like Miranda Lambert. What's the one? Is she the one that does Carrie Underwood?
Actually, I actually generally like Carrie Underwood for the most part.
I still like it.
Yeah.
Natasha Bedingfield, shit like that, you know. It was like that kind of early pop shit. And then she also loved country, so it was Toby Keith and I don't think Tim McGraw was kicking. I think it's still a little early for the Blake Shelton kind of Jason Aldean type. I think that came a little bit later, probably when I was in like middle school. But those early years, yeah, it was all kind of poppy country and a lot of Christian music. My family played a lot of Christian music.
Yeah, I had that too.
Jump to the left and jump to the right and sing to the Lord with all of your might.
Jesus.
Raise your hands and wave in the air.
My parents, well, no, my mom still listens to stuff like that. Not like that, but like Christian music.
Yeah.
And like, I typically take over the aux cord.
Fair.
When I'm in the car with her, which is rare nowadays, but yeah, I think everybody's music taste, it just fully depends on what your fucking parents listen to.
Yep. You don't get the aux yet.
No, you do not. But then I wrote down a bit older, some trauma. Because by this point, I mean, I had some trauma gone when I was real young, but I didn't really remember it till later. So, but it was 2005-ish, like, that would have been 9 years old. 9 years old, I probably really started, like, going, like, what the fuck's going on? Mm-hmm. And that one's, and I was also, shout out to my boy Tucker. It was a good thing I mentioned him earlier on the episode because he also played a big part in my music tastes over these next few years we're discussing. Green Day, one of his personal favorites. I loved Green Day. The American Idiot album was one of the first things I ever really got into that wasn't my parents' stuff, and it was great. Papa Roach.
You listened to Papa Roach at 9?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. I mean, my neighbor Tucker was like 11, I think, at the time. He's 2 years older than me. So, like, he had, like, a couple years on me for the music aspect of it. I don't know how he was. I think he was doing all the. He definitely was, and I got into it later. The Napster and whatever else it was. The LimeWire.
I was too late for that.
I was late to that party, and I'm a couple years older than you.
By the time I was getting into kind of finding my own music, it was
Apple, iTunes.
Yeah, but more importantly, there was the craze in like the 2010s, early 2010s, like 2011 to 2014. There were all these apps that were just downloading whatever fucking EPs and bullshit and then allowing you to save it. The other big one was there were all these apps that would allow you to download YouTube to your phone.
Right. Yeah.
And play it
MP3
without.
Yeah. MP3.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And so you get all these like little file converters to put the video into an MP3 and then
I did that too.
Songs. Yeah.
Gorillaz was another one. Feel Good Inc. Great fucking song back in those days. It
I
still
hate
is.
Gorillaz now.
I do too, but I mean I don't really hate them now, but it's still like I mean those songs have been played 10 billion times, so it's like whatever. How about you in those general areas like 9 to 12?
So there wasn't much development. The first real major shift. Oh, Jesus Christ! The first real major shift for me was probably around end of elementary, middle school.
Okay.
So I hit that about.
I had a pretty big shift.
Yeah, 11,
then.
12. It's also like, my dad died, and I was like this little angry motherfucker.
Yeah.
And from that point, for about a good 7, 8 years, it was almost entirely rap music.
Oh, interesting. I had some.
I also wanted to be cool.
Okay.
It was all white middle school, and I wanted to be a cool kid. I wanted to be tough. So I listened to fucking. Ooh, Jesus. You gotta stop fucking with this cord.
No worries.
I listened to like Kevin Gates and fucking. I used to come home and play Suicidal Thoughts by Biggie Smalls on the family computer when my mom wasn't home. Just put it on the speaker system, Yeah. But it was shit like that. I still listen to a little bit of the country. I kind of gave up on the rock and roll. Because quite frankly, I didn't have.
I get it. You don't have your dad anymore to listen to it with.
There was that, and it was also that there was a shift. When I started getting smartphones, I didn't have an iPod anymore. I had lost all of them.
Yeah.
So when I shifted, I had to get new music again.
Yeah.
So like on this phone that I have now, I still don't have most of the music I listened to growing up. Like I used to have all the Police albums. Sure. I had all the Led Zeppelin. I had a bunch of Deep Purple shit. All the same stuff I had grown up with. I don't have any of that on my phone anymore. I have like a couple songs that are kind of nostalgic for me, but I don't listen to it on a regular basis. Yeah. And that was the same since I've been, 11 or 12, where I'd switched over to new systems and then lost all the old music. But yeah, we started going more towards the rap shit.
Yeah.
What's the next big phase for you?
First signs of bipolar disorder and high school and middle school, high school, because it was like 8th grade on. A Day to Remember was my favorite at the time. Fucking your local Florida guys for you. But those guys were the shit back in the day. Homesick album was in 2008, I think it was.
I don't think I've listened to them.
You've never listened to A Day to Remember? You would like them. I know like you like that kind of music. You would like A Day to Remember. They're fucking great. Download the Homesick album. It's a fucking great album.
Peep it.
Yeah. But Escape the Fate is another one I liked. Of course, they had like the whole thing. Escape the Fate, you know them?
Nope.
Okay, well they had like a whole thing where their like lead singer went to prison for a few years. Ronnie Radke. I think I'm talking
that name rings a bell.
I think I'm talking about the right band. Yeah, I think Escape the Fate was Ronnie Radke originally, and he went to prison for something, and then some other guy fucking took it over, and it went downhill quick. Bullet for My Valentine. Yeah, man. They were the shit. I can't. Tears Don't Fall. That was the song. That was a fucking. That was a fully like emo song for me at the time. Like where I was just like, listen to it, just being like, fucking angry all the time. Atreyu was one of my favorites.
Don't know them.
No, you should listen to them too. They're sick. As I Lay Dying. And then it got into like I really started getting heavy into Led Zeppelin at the time.
Yeah,
Wiz Khalifa was also really popular around that time.
Love Wiz.
Yeah, they're getting into
that point.
I have a couple of rappers here. Most of the rest of these ones are rap, and that was I didn't like at my school was definitely the same type of thing. All white middle school, all white high school.
Yeah,
very few anything else than that, and like. I mean, it's fucking town of 6,000. I don't know, in the mountain, in like the hills. It's like, I don't know what else you want me to say, but like, it's like I don't know.
Very little anything else.
Literally.
No splashes of color, dude.
None.
Just straight printer paper in that building.
Literally. But yeah, so because of that, it was all it was a lot of kids that like, I one time I remember I made like a Facebook or I think it was a think it was Twitter back in the day, and I made a Twitter post about how it's like 95% of the people at the high school I went to are white. It's like 0.0, it's like or 1% black, and then it was like 5% or 4% whites who wish they were black.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. That was my school. It was probably more than that, realistically. I don't remember what the actual tweet said, but it was a lot of kids that were, for lack of a better term, wiggers. We've used that term on this one before. Wiggers. Love that term.
What you choose to use for the W is up to you.
Yo. Anyway, Wiz Khalifa, my high school was our colors were black and gold. So black and yellow was like for that year that came out was like one of the songs that we'd like all walk out to for football. Mm-hmm. Eminem, of course. I got an Eminem before that, but I really started getting it.
Eminem phase.
I had
like
a little
Not
bit,
Afraid and
I had a little bit of it.
Cinderella Man. That was it.
Sure, those are probably two of those on mine too. You liked this one when we first went over this, but G-Eazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
had a hard G-Eazy phase.
That's okay.
I still love his music.
He's good, man. Yeah, I mean, realistically speaking,
Did you ever
he
listen
puts on a good vibe, man.
to the alternative album
flow.
you did?
No.
Free Porn, Cheap Drugs?
No, I didn't. I stopped really. I kind of went away from rap a few years ago.
He did
I
like an
every now and then
alternative
will get
album.
like a kick of fucking something where
He tried to do the MGK thing.
Well,
And I liked it, but
not
it
everybody
flopped.
did. Sure, I bet.
hard.
Yeah, I would imagine. Next one here was Notorious, of course. Gotta go, Biggie. I listened to I grew up in California, and I will. This is a hot take I'm about to say.
Oh, fuck.
You ready for it?
I'm listening.
Fuck Tupac. Dead straight.
What a crazy take.
I don't care, dude.
Fuck Tupac?
I don't give a shit.
For what?
His music. I don't care about his whatever as a person, but like
It's such a crazy stance. to
fuck
take, especially
Tupac.
as a
I do not
Californian.
like Tupac's music.
Dude,
Biggie's music is by heads and shoulders. The fact that they're even compared is ridiculous. The only reason they're compared is because they had beef.
You think Tupac's that low?
I think Tupac. I really think it's Biggie's that high.
That's fair.
I think to compare Tupac to Biggie is a fucking travesty.
Can't see me?
Dog.
The blind stares of a million eyes. Look hard, but never felt a real.
Why? Tell me why he's Cali rap, dog. You know where he was born.
No, I don't.
New York City.
I don't know.
Tell me why he's Cali rap, dog. He ain't Cali. Straight up. That's not it.
I don't know.
That's my biggest problem I have with it. I don't really. I mean, I don't like the music, but the biggest problem I have with it is the Cali part.
Fair.
But yeah, I'm not a Biggie way over Tupac, significantly over Tupac. Anyway, Schoolboy Q was after that one.
Love Oxymoron
Dude,
is still probably a top 5 album of all time for me.
I think so too. I mean, not 5 for me, top 5, but like definitely.
It's one of my top
It's
5
probably
favorites.
if I was gonna go rap albums alone, yes,
Yeah.
probably a top 2 rap albums alone. I think the only other one I can think of is
I listen to songs off that album at least once or twice a week, minimum. Which is more than I can say about most of my old music.
I'm gonna wait for the comparable album because I got that one coming up in a second. Another one I listened to a lot and liked a lot was Joey Badass. I still like Joey Badass.
Joey Badass was one of the first rappers I was big on.
Yeah, me too. Mac Miller, of course. I think that's everyone that was in high school at those times. R.I.P. Rap.
Never had a Mac Miller phase.
I only
never understood it.
Dog,
Trying to go back to it later.
I never really liked it at the time, but it was just stuff that was on all the time. So
I do feel like his
it wasn't me.
likability has
Well, yeah,
screwed people's vision of the quality of his music.
yeah.
Don't tell that to a Mac Miller fan. Dude, Mac was the fucking... Dude, he was such a good guy, man. It's like, you never met him.
You never met him.
Chill out.
Stop.
Yeah.
Apparently, the kid that sold him the drugs that killed him went to the rival high school, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
You ever have a Lil Dicky phase?
I mean, not really, but like he's like, I really like him because of the whole, it's the comedy rap shit, and I think it's clever. I don't really listen to it. Yeah, this was the one I was gonna go with for, I think possibly my favorite rap album. I can't really decide. Nas. I mean, I don't really know. I don't even know which album to pick of his, but Nas was Nasty Nas, dude.
Fantastic.
Nasty Nas, dude. That guy fucking blew me out of the water. But actually, I remember I'm sorry.
I honestly, for a while, I pretended to like.
Schoolboy Q is gonna have to go down to 3 because I forgot about one of my other ones that's coming up in early college years. But after that was Flatbush Zombies. Liked them a lot in late high school.
Flatbush was my favorite group for a minute.
They're sick.
You ever listen to Underachievers?
I feel like I have.
So Underachievers, Flatbush Zombies, same area.
Oh yeah.
They had a couple. I don't think full albums, but they had some releases under the group name Clockwork Indigo.
Oh.
Clockwork Indigo is a 5-man rap group with the 2 guys from Underachievers and the 3 from Flatbush.
Oh, that's cool.
And the shit is sick.
I'll have to check that out.
It's so good, dude.
This one was one that it was kind of, I should have mentioned this one earlier, but I remembered it later, with Slipknot. Fucking loved Slipknot back in the day, dude. Getting into later, Fall Out Boy was another one I liked in the early years. That was one I just remembered. And then Slightly Stupid, man. You don't know Slightly Stupid?
No.
Yeah, I love Slightly. That's some fucking California shit. It's Long Beach, but it's they're like kind of rock reggae rap type shit. It's pretty cool. If you ever heard the song Closer to the Sun, that's them.
Maybe.
But
yeah, so my early shit for rap was like, I started by trying to like the hardest shit, or what I thought was the hardest.
Sure.
So it was all. So here we go. Let's just go through it. A bunch of Kevin Gates. I loved Lil Uzi. Fantastic.
Yeah.
He was crushing.
I never got into that.
That 2014 to 2017 era, he was fantastic. He was on top of his shit. But yeah, Tory Lanez. I did have a big Fetty Wap phase. Loved Fetty. Still will go back and listen to his songs.
In what I would call Florida trash rap.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah.
He's from New York.
Which one?
Fetty.
Man, you like Gucci Mane too?
I love Gucci Mane.
Yeah, I bet you do, dude.
That was another big one at the time. Wasted. That was actually the next one. I did love Chance the Rapper for.
And I'm not knocking any of these guys for their talent. They're
Gucci.
great. The fact that these guys are doing shit is fucking dope, but not my music.
Fair. ASAP Rocky, Designer,
A$AP
lot
Rocky,
of Future, Migos.
I listened to the Designer
I
song.
did kind of, I
didn't
really
really
shit
like
on it, but I
Migos.
did kind of have a Logic phase for a bit.
I liked Logic.
YFN Lucci.
Okay, I don't know that one.
Memphis rap.
Sure, that's some hard shit.
I still love
Memphis shit is.
Still love Memphis. There's so many good ones. NLE and fucking YFN. Yo Gotti. I was big on Yo Gotti at that point.
Do you know any Houston shit? I got into some Houston shit when I was down there.
Yeah, there's one of my F&B Long Money is fantastic.
Okay.
But then as I got older, my rap starts getting
I got into the
sadder.
90s Houston shit while I was down in Texas.
You see, I never listened to the old Houston shit. I was just listening to the fucking the newer crash out rap that's coming out of there.
Yeah.
I love that shit. But as I got older,
I'm trying to think of any Houston rappers I knew, because I knew I got into them. I guess Fat
if
Pat.
you look it up, if you look it up, there's so many that came out of Houston.
It's so many. Well, Houston's the 4th largest city in the country. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we got the Future, Travis Scott, Young Thug.
Never got into that one.
Rich Homie Quan.
Rich Homie Quan. Yeah, man.
But yeah, it was that type of shit until Meek Mill. I was big on Meek Mill for a minute. But yeah, then as I got a little older, the rap starts getting sadder. Loved Kodak. He dropped. I can't remember which one that is. Is it Project Baby? Gave It All I Got in Too Many Years. He's starting to get sadder songs. Kid Ink had a little fucking sad boy face. NF. fucking. See what else we got on here.
I listened to quite a bit of NF, not personally, but it was in rehab just because it was around all the time. Yeah, a lot of kids in the rehab scene liked NF.
Yeah,
Suicide Boys too.
I believe it. Yeah, so Suicide Boys was another one I started getting into, and then towards the end of high school, I started kind of expanding again because I liked all these other genres, but I wasn't listening to them in my free time. I was only listening to hip hop. So I started getting back into rock. Started with like fucking Seether and 3 Days Grace.
Okay, yeah. I had some 3 Days Grace too.
A little dad rap. And then a fuck ton of country music. I had a long country phase. And this was like, I was going through like these depressive periods. So I just liked fucking something that was like kind of feel good music.
Sure.
And still to this day, anytime it fucking pisses me off. People go, dude, I'll listen to pretty much anything. I listen to like any genre. Except country, dude. Yeah, it's like then there's no way you listen to every genre.
There's no way.
Because country's literally
so
half
wide.
the
genres, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It's like and I don't understand how you can make the argument.
Oh wait, can you say that again? Music. Someone doesn't like country.
Someone doesn't like. Oh, I like all music except for country.
Straight up, put them in prison.
Why? Because they're black.
Put them in a box. Oh. That's not what I meant, dude.
No, okay.
God damn it!
Oh, I forgot to mention DMX. DMX was awesome.
Did you ever get a DOS FX?
What the fuck is that?
That's like some 90s. I forgot. I think that's probably New York shit. I don't remember. But yeah, 90s stuff.
Fair.
I got into DOS FX a little bit.
Oh, the other Texas. One that starts the shift of me getting into more, quote unquote, like emotionally touching music is The Neighborhood.
I don't know them.
You don't know The Neighborhood?
I don't think so. I would probably know their top song.
Yeah, you know some of their music. They're one of the more popular kind of like, I don't know how to phrase these genres, but they're somewhat akin to like alt rock, like a really hippie indie rock type.
Sure.
Like it's really soft shit. But I don't know what genre they fit into. And I started getting into like that and Black Bear. And then I'll hold off as we get into the college phases here.
Yes,
you want to take that away?
I got early college years here. This one, I was saving I now remember my favorite rap album. I had to wait until I get to this one. A Tribe Called Quest. Dog, I still, to this day, can rap with most of those songs. Like the lyrics T for T. I can hit that every single time.
I'm trying to think. Is Can I Kick It a song by them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of the only ones I know from them.
You should dive into Tribe. Tribe's fucking the shit. Like, they got some real smooth, like, jazz kind of rap. And it's like, and Q-Tip and Phife Dawg, they got that flow, dude. They're fucking sick, dude. And then Ali Shaheed Muhammad was the third. And R.I.P. Phife Dawg. It'll be fine. Yeah, R.I.P. Phife Dawg. That was a tough one. But I also got into Pete Rock and CL Smooth around the same time. This was also about the time that I like really fucking dove hard into Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
And like the guitar stuff.
Now, what's paralleling this in life?
The bipolar is really kicking off.
Yeah.
Like I'm fucking manic all the time. I'm going crazy. Diving into drugs, diving into psychedelics.
It's a good time to get into Jimmy, I guess.
Yeah, man. It's sick. But got in a lot of Jimmy.
I like thinking about this as like, when you're playing this shit, what is it? Because for me, up to this point, music for me is like an in the car or on my headphones when I'm sitting in my room. Mm-hmm. College is where it starts to get like the smoke sessions and like the fucking going out, like that type of music.
Sure.
Or just getting fucking ripped. And then sitting on a couch somewhere and listening to music for hours.
Right, yeah. That's the best.
Is that what this is? Is that this phase for
you? Yeah, this is selling weed for the first time.
yeah.
Pre-selling other things. Stuff like that. But I also got into Flogging Molly a lot at this time. I had listened to them a little bit younger than that, but I really got into them around this time. Dead Kennedys. Another fucking great one, dude. And then I don't think this is a hot take, actually. Say another one that you think is greater than Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Clearwater mentioned, hell yeah.
Yeah? Yeah,
it's where I grew up.
Yeah, it's true, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Creedence Clearwater Revival, in my opinion, is the all-time greatest American rock band.
Really?
American is the key word there. But American rock band, yes, all-time greatest, CCR.
Where's the Zepp from?
Zepp's from Great Britain.
They are?
England. They're from England, yeah.
What about Aerosmith?
I think also England.
No, Steven Tyler's American as fuck.
I don't think they're greater than CCR.
No?
No. If they are, I don't know if they're from where they're from, but I think CCR.
I think in terms of Americana, they're number one. I'll give them that.
I mean, they're straight up rock and roll, dude. You ever listen to Run Through the Jungle? No?
No, I don't think so.
Dog. Get on fucking... Oh, check out... I gotta send you some CCR, dude. Sinister Purpose, another great fucking CCR song.
Yeah, I know that one.
The Doors was another huge one at the time that I got into... Or not, obviously not at the time, but I got into them at the time. Really liked Jim Morrison's poetry. Cream. Got it huge into Cream at the time, and Eric Clapton's guitar. Cream's Disraeli Gears album is one of my all-time favorites. Yeah, that album, I remember. I can shout out Reed, because Reed was the one that turned me on to fucking. I doubt he's listening, but yeah, shout out Reed, because Reed Pullman, because he got me on the fucking the Cream Disraeli Gears album, and that thing's one of the fucking all-time greatest ones, dude. Rock and roll, at least. Allman Brothers Band, can't go wrong. And then, of course, one of the ones that still runs with me hard today is the good old Grateful Dead.
Never got it. Never get it. Don't think I'll ever get it.
You've never taken LSD.
Yeah, fair.
That's the fucking preface, dude.
Okay, got it.
You have to take LSD and listen to music.
Is that why all the people that listen to shit are so fucking weird?
Yeah, man.
Got it.
Yeah. You have to take... LSD is a prerequisite for the Dead.
Because
you have to take it and then listen to it.
Talking to Grateful Dead fans is the closest I've ever gotten to talking to bass heads, and that makes sense because both of them are just doing a ton of amount of illicit substances. Yeah. And then every time I'm like, "What do you like about? Why do you think it's so good?" It's like, dude, it's just fucking. You don't get it. I'm like, what don't I get? Explain.
Well, it's made for the drug.
Dude, you just gotta listen.
The thing with the Dead though. Is that those guys? You ever heard of the acid test? Have you ever heard of that back in the '60s, with like the Merry Pranksters and Ken Kesey and all that? You never heard of that? So there was this thing called the acid test that was like an acid party where they would like get together, and this was back when LSD was legal. And so
they got banned what 74?
70, and I think it was 70. Sweeping Psychedelics Act of 1970. But I think that's what it was. But yeah, so there was always a band that would play at these acid parties. And that band was the Warlocks, which is the preface to the Grateful Dead. And so like that music, dude.
68.
Okay. That music though, dude. That music was created by LSD. It was allowed to happen by LSD. So it's like, of course it only makes sense on LSD. And it's great. If you listen to it once on LSD, you will, for the rest of your life, be like, oh yeah, I get it. I get it now. I hear it. But it's a weird thing. And it's like, yeah, I get where you're coming from, where you're like, yeah, fucking, I don't really believe you. You don't have to. But if you ever take acid, fucking throw a Dead record on, dude. Throw a live record on. Don't do a studio album. Do live records. They were the first ones to do that, or at least one of the first ones. I think they might have been the first ones to do that, where they just had people record their live shows. Descendants. You ever get into Descendants? Like,
nope.
Kind of punk stuff, or like I don't even know what to call it. They're like a part of punk. Rage Against the Machine. Another thing I got into. I love Rage, dude. At least I did. I don't know. I saw Tom Morello in Austin once, and I was sick. He played Killing in the Name, and I was on stage for that.
Yeah, my dad played him a lot. I never got into them listening to it, but...
I was literally 5 feet from Tom Morello playing Killing in the Name. It was fucking awesome.
Sounds sick.
Yeah. Pink Floyd. I used to like, when I would take acid, or any drug really, and I would be taking it for someone that was taking it for the first time, which I did a lot because I was like doing like some shaman psychedelic guide stuff at the time. But I would almost always put on Dark Side of the Moon. Almost always, because have you listened to Dark Side?
Yeah. So again, it was one of those bands like my dad played all the time. I never ended up downloading it and going through it. I tried it a couple times. It wasn't full kick.
Just fucking listen to the first couple songs of Dark Side of the Moon. And listen to them in order, and click the first one, and it's extremely uncomfortable to listen to the first one, but it drops into the second one and it just releases all of that energy. It's the craziest shit ever.
Heard.
Yeah. Then got back into some hip hop stuff here. I got into Hopsin at the time.
You like Hopsin?
I love Hopsin.
Play the button.
Which one?
You know which one.
A, B, C, D.
C.
You don't like Hopsin?
Hopsin's fucking trash.
I don't give a shit.
I can't stand that motherfucker. He reminds me of oh fuck, who was it? He was super popular. He gives me Dax vibes.
I don't know who that is.
You're listening to Dax?
No.
It's fair. Everybody's got their shit. I
don't listen to it still, but yeah, I did like it at the time.
Fair.
Yeah. E40.
Yeah.
Gotta go E40, baby.
My dog and I hopping on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're good. Earl Sweatshirt was another one.
Yes.
I love Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier. I was looking at that.
Yeah.
Earl Sweatshirt. Did you like the whole crew?
Not all of them, but yeah, for the most part. I didn't listen to like all of them really into it, but I got into Earl the most.
Earl Sweatshirt had, I don't know if Hive was the album name or if it was the track.
Hive was the track. I don't think it was the
amazing
name of the album.
But that
That's
whatever
a
album that is,
killer song,
so good,
dude. Yeah, Chum, another good one. Yeah, so that's really all I got for those early college years.
Gotcha.
First 2 years of what should have been my first 2 years of college. Well, were my first 2 years of college. Should have been later, finished earlier. Whatever. Fuck me.
R.I.P. So, getting into college, I started shifting a little bit. Nipsey Hussle. Started getting a little bit more into like, what's the word I'd use? Like, the artistry of hip hop.
Sure.
Like, I really got in heavy to Flatbush. Yeah. I started paying more attention to lyricism. I wasn't just looking at like for the loudest bass.
Sure, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Which
although I say that, I also did get into 6ix9ine for a bit around that time period.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, let it go, man.
You're hating on Hopsin? You got into 6ix9ine?
Yo, chill out, dog. I also like Lil Xan for a little bit, but I skipped that over intentionally. But Royce da 5'9", you ever listen to him?
Yeah, a little bit.
Sick. And then, yeah, I also started getting into, again, kind of more and more as I got older, I branched out. J-Rock. I forgot how much I fucking loved J-Rock back then. But I started getting into more
that makes sense, too, for you. It was J-Rock.
Yeah, dog. Yeah. I started getting into more this is retarded.
More like J-Rap.
No, enough. Enough. But then I started getting into like all these kind of random shit from childhood again. So it was also like kind of a big depression phase. I was going through a lot back then.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a weird year. Those are weird years.
Yeah, it was. It was a really bizarre time because it was also right after I moved out. So then I was like trying to get in touch with all this shit I tried to forget for so long.
Sure.
Started getting back into like fucking Colby Kayat, Michael Bublé.
You got really interested into some like lyricism shit, like some like
Red Hot Chili Peppers was.
Those are all like poets. Those are all poet guys.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
But Bublé is kind of famous for his like voice, but like
I love.
He has some pretty great.
Top to bottom, every aspect.
I'm not really a big fan of it, but I won't say that it's not good.
He has a lot of goofy songs that are just for the fun of it.
I mean, truly,
it's a beautiful day.
He's truly great. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that he's not. I just am not really into it.
One Republic, Train.
A
lot of like softer shit at the time, but then I also got into some more of a little bit of older shit. So Johnny Cash, Neil Diamond, John Denver.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What was the other big one at that time period? We'll see if it comes
Waylon?
back to me.
Waylon?
No.
That'd be like Johnny Cash time.
No, it wasn't that though. Let's see if it comes back to me. And then I also, Kansas was another big one. Florence and the Machine. I fucked with them for
I don't think I ever.
a short period of time, but so heavy.
Oh.
You've never listened to Florence?
No, I don't think so.
I'll sing their music. It's usually a little bizarre,
Mm-hmm.
but it's very similar to kind of like the poetry style.
Sure.
Like it's these short, sweet hymns with some really interesting instrumentals to them.
Okay.
Got super
cool.
into the fucking Suicide Boys shit.
Sure.
But yeah, this is like also when I start getting into Brockhampton.
Sure.
Brockhampton was, if I could pick an album for my college year, I can't remember what the name of this one is, Iridescence. Every song on this album is fantastic.
Sure.
And that was my suicide shit. That was
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking just blow my head off. But in terms of lyricism, some of this, I think it's one of my songs of the week.
Yeah, I think so. A couple of weeks ago.
But yeah, those albums in that time period for me was all just smoking and wondering how the fuck I'm gonna make it past the age of 21. That was it. It was just zoned out, like fuck, I don't know where I'm going, and then mixed in with trying to get as amped up as possible to go play fucking rugby or some shit like that. You know?
Oh yeah.
All right, next period. What we got?
Hold on a second. So next one was San Francisco for me. I got hella into the Dead. I wrote them again here, and Zeppelin again too. I got like way more into them at that time, and then also I liked Greta Van Fleet when they first came out. I don't really like them now. I don't really like their new stuff, but I did like that first album. This band, this next one, Radkey. You ever hear of them? But they're a smaller band. Those guys are fucking dope. I saw them live a couple of times. I just, got to hang out with them and smoke with them and stuff. So I was listening to a lot of them at the time. Primus, another fucking love Primus. Eric Burden, and he did a couple albums with War.
Eric Clapton.
That's Cream. I mentioned him earlier. Yeah,
That
Eric
was
Clapton.
what I was thinking of earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He was the guitarist for Cream before he went on his solo. Eric Burden was the shit. Arctic Monkeys was another one I got into at the time. And then, of course, Fiddler. Fuck it, dog. Life's a Risk. That was another one I got into at that time.
I've never heard of them.
They're dope. They're like a LA punk band. What about you during,
So that was
that would
right.
have been 21 to 22.
Yeah, so for me, the kind of next shift was right before. So I essentially moved off campus for a little bit, moved back, got some new friends, started hanging out with a different crowd, and then it was also right as I decided I was going to stop going to school.
Oh, yeah.
Around that time, I started getting a little more into the rock shit again. Breaking Benjamin, a little bit of shit like The Killers. I started listening to Fall Out Boy, We the Kings.
Sure.
And then I really took a deep dive into Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Nice.
I still love
I did
Stevie
that a
Ray
little bit
Vaughan
when I
to
was
this
in
day.
Texas.
Fantastic shit.
Yeah, I was in Austin, so, when I was in Texas, which was the next part. So I was listening to a lot of Stevie.
Yeah, but Asking Alexandria and just pushing into this kind of. It was when I was starting to get into this more ironically kind of optimistic phase.
Yeah.
But I wanted this really intense shit in my life that was trying to pull out of the sadder, slower music and this fucking cryboy hip hop. I missed out on the I forgot to mention the XXX Tentacion phase.
Sure.
It was big on the depression.
I wasn't really into that, but that was pretty rad. That was pretty sad rap music.
It was that for a while before this. And so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I started shifting my music a little bit, started amping it up, started listening to rock a fuck ton in the car and just jamming out and going places. It was really high energy for a while there. And then, that's the kind of the end of that phase. I mean, still rap was pretty heavy in that point, but again, just more upbeat shit. And then we'll get into the next phase in a second here. All right, so what else you got?
So then I moved to Texas, and this was when I got into bluegrass music. I'd listened to some growing up, but I had never really. I was one of those kids who was I fucking don't like country music, and then I got into bluegrass music, and it was changed everything about the opinion of that for me. And some of the first ones I was listening to were Green Sky Bluegrass. They're great. Devil Makes Three was another great one. And then, of course, I found around the same time my all-time favorite, will be forever my all-time favorite. Just saw him twice up in Montana. Billy Strings. Dude, I will be publishing something pretty soon on the Substack that's talking, I have something written that I'm going to write for that on Billy. Mm-hmm. Just what makes him great. Because I truly think that guy is The greatest of all time. He's the greatest guitar player to ever live, dude. There is nobody that has ever played the guitar like that. And when you want to say, well, what about so-and-so? Electric. What about so-and-so? Electric. Billy's doing it on acoustic. It's fucking 10 times more impressive to play an acoustic like that than it is an electric at all.
I mean, I understand the argument there, but brother,
what are you going to say?
You're just throwing him over Jimmy like that?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a take.
Jimmy's like the god of guitar. I think Billy like takes what Jimmy has done and fucking adds to it, dude. And like it makes it so much more impressive because of the fact that he's playing it on an acoustic. It's just, I'm gonna show you some of the live shows because I have all the live shows now.
I'll hear it out,
dog. It's unbelievable, man. He can't. I don't know how else to explain it to you other than it's just like it's truly like imagine I were at the show and we weren't fucking dancing. We were just watching, dude. Because it was that mesmerizing to watch this guy play. Like imagine everyone else was dancing, whatever. Imagine we were both just like fucking like this guy's like he's a wizard. He's a wizard, dude. He's a wizard that comes and performs alchemy every fucking show.
You know, we got the man who made the guitar cry. And my personal favorite of all time, although, again, I haven't touched Billy Strings much, Steve Vai.
Okay.
Has consistently been in the conversation for greatest of all time. And his early shit, if you get into, like, fucking Alien Water Kiss, and, like, there's a couple others I'm trying to think of that he had around his early music. You've never heard a guitar make the sounds this dude makes. Like, he treats it like it's a different instrument.
Yeah, that's how Billy does it.
And it's fucking...
It's the best.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Enough about Billy for now. We'll go back to him. 13th Floor Elevators. 13th Floor Elevators was another one I got into. They're a fucking... That's a sad story, dude. You know 13th Floor Elevators? They were like the first psychedelic rock band in Texas in 64, I think was their first album, 63, 64. And their main guy, Rocky Erickson, got popped for a joint while he was driving. And they gave him the option. I also could be butchering this story. I don't remember entirely. But they gave him the option of basically either like 10 years in prison or something. It was quite a long time in prison. Or 3 years in an insane asylum.
You told me this story.
Yeah, man. I have the poster right at the door.
That's what it was.
Yeah. The 13th Floor Elevators, man. That's a fucking dark story, dude. Because they gave him shock treatment. They gave him all sorts of shit because he chose the 3 years, and he was never the same, dude. He was never the same, and it's one of those things that it's like a casualty of the drug war, straight up.
It's a shame.
Afterclap.
Yep.
Was another one I got into heavy around this time. This was also the time that I was doing a lot of ketamine because of the treatment. Mm-hmm. And so that was a huge part of that. It's Afterclap because I was just listening to a couple of different albums by him, so Beat Garden mainly. But
I don't know a single group you have left in this list.
Natural Child.
No.
One of my all-time favorite.
You have told me about them.
They're fucking dope, dude. Yeah, check them out. I'll send you some of their stuff. Doc Watson. Fucking bluegrass pioneer. Tony Rice, same thing. Townes Van Zandt, you know Townes? Oh, you gotta learn Townes. Townes is... you would know like probably 15 of Townes' songs by other artists. He was that kind of artist. Like he was one of the greatest songwriters of all time. I think anybody that knows rock and roll and country music would say that. But it wasn't. His problem was that he was a very disagreeable person, and he would just like fight people. Basically, that's what I understood. Is that he would just get into like altercations and shit and be drunk all the time. And then he died at like 50 something, and of like heart failure from drug use. Great artist though, one of the greatest of all time. I mentioned Charlie Parr, another band. And by the way, the stuff that was going on at this time in my life was. This was, prime COVID. And, I got stabbed in 2019, so I was like psychologically fucked up, dude. I've said this before, but I legitimately thought that I was dead. I thought that I had died and I was now in hell. Like at this point in my life. So like all the music I was listening to, Afterclap was a huge one for that one, where it was just like ethereal fucking sound. But like I mean, I was just finding music I liked, but a lot of the bluegrass stuff is definitely like, I mean, bluegrass is fucking country heavy metal.
Yeah.
Because it's the same type of lyrics. And it's, that's basically what I was really diving into, is the bluegrass stuff of like, you know, and I was losing a lot of friends at the time, so I was like, dying wise. And, you know, it was sad shit was what I was listening to. This was a very tough time in my life.
Yeah, bluegrass is a sweet, painful music.
Yes. And that's why I was listening to it. Another band I got into around this time, not bluegrass, but the Nude Party is what they're called. They're like a rock and roll kind of. They're a band out of Boone, North Carolina, where Appalachian State is.
Yeah.
That's where they went. They were originally known as the Naked Party Band, and they would go play naked at parties.
Wild.
Hell yeah, dude. But eventually they got told, like, hey, your guys are actually good. Like, clean up your act. So they did. Molly Tuttle got into around this time. Yeah, and then the last one I got here on this Texas one, I got into Paul Cathan around this time. You know Paul Cathan? He's like kind of like, it's almost like kind of comedy country. It's good. But I sat next to this guy on a plane one time, and I don't know that it was Paul Cathan, but like he goes like, he just like shows me his phone and like points at the song and says like, check this out. All right. So I check it out. I was like, that's a fucking killer song. Cool. And we didn't speak the rest of the flight.
Was it his song?
Then I later saw a picture of Paul Cathan, and I was like, that was the guy I was singing. Like, that's fucking crazy.
So funny.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, check, isn't that pretty sick?
Yeah.
It's pretty good music.
Yeah, it's so funny. But I liked that music at the time. I like kind of rock and roll country. And then, I mean, we'll go for what you had during those years.
Yeah, so that was, similar era for me, COVID.
Yeah.
Was now like just fucking isolated as shit.
Yeah.
COVID was also right after my first like serious breakup.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
I was like a 3-year relationship, breakup, and then I'm just like in the house, drinking and smoking more than I ever have in my life. Fucked up all day, every day.
Me too. That also had a lot to do with the bluegrass, because it was like, it's like good drunk music.
Yeah, and then I was just listening to, I went back into sad shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Lil Peep, Joji.
Yeah.
Fucking Black Bear.
I never got into Lil Peep, but I knew a bunch of people that were into it because of Rehab.
Yeah, it's corny music, but in the best way.
Sure.
It's also when I got really heavy into Louis Capaldi. I've listened to him earlier, and again, we talked about this once before. He's still one of my favorite artists of all time. He's got, what is it? It's Divinely Uninspired to a Hellish Extent.
Okay.
Is probably, if I had to pick one album for the rest of my life,
it's
the one that's going with me.
That's cool.
It's pop music. It's a little slower.
Mine is
It's real sing-songy shit. It's a lot of sad shit.
Mine's Billy Strings, Highway Prayers.
Fair play.
Yeah, man.
But I loved that music at that time, and it was all I listened to. I was in a just totally spaced out mental state. I was getting fucked up.
Yeah,
and just sitting there doing nothing. And my cousin, who's also, I love him to death, he's real sad boy shit.
Yeah.
Like my cousin, he wants to sit there and cry, and that's what he likes, and that's fine. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
But because I was around him all the time, like that was
what you were doing too.
Yeah. So we just listened to crybaby music all day, every day. I still will go back and listen to some of it, but you know, quite frankly, a lot of that music at the time just was not good for me. Like I was listening to it and just getting more and more into the spiral of fucking like self-pity and woefulness.
Sure.
And it's fucking brutal. But at that time, I also, as I was coming out of that period, started getting a little bit more into what's the word I'm looking for? electronic style music.
Sure.
Started getting more into like, because growing up I missed on this because it was in a YouTube and SoundCloud phase. I didn't have it listed, but I used to listen to like the trap remixes a bunch, and then during this period, as we're starting to come out of COVID, I start picking up on that shit a little bit more.
Sure.
I'm starting to move into like getting back into some of this country shit that I had kind of started to dive into, and just open up the music taste a little bit. But The Weeknd was real big there. They was real big there. And interestingly, as I'm noticing now, that period, up until this point, which would have been about 4 years ago, that is about 40%. Everything from, again, childhood up to being about 21, is only about 40% of my music. And then the other 60%, the majority of it, has come within the last 4 years.
Nice.
That's where everything else started to dive into all these other
I only
genres.
wrote down 4 bands for recently got into, but like since Colorado was what I wrote, but which is 2022. I only wrote down 4 bands for that, and what changed in my life was in Colorado. I mean, I moved here in 2022 after I got out of rehab in Tucson, Arizona. And, in the initial part, just a lot of bluegrass, a lot of kind of just sad fucking rock and roll shit, jam band stuff. And then, I quit drinking eventually, 2023. And, and the music that I kind of got into after that was definitely kind of reflective of that. There's one artist I got into heavily called Hunter Root. He's fucking really killer, and he's got this one song called Town Rat Heathen, and it's just like it's basically, the song is growing up in a small town and staying there, and just like what you become at that point, country kid turned into a town rat heathen. It's just like, yeah, it's fucking, it's
Is that one of your songs of the week? Sounds
probably.
familiar.
I love that song. And he's got some other stuff too. Reverend's a great song. Hunter Root is he's a killer. He's got a cool band called Medusa's Disco too. I got into the Chats around this time, which that was actually probably more towards Texas, but the Chats are sick, punk rock band out of Australia. And then I got into, I'm going to say the one I got into most last, but Charlie Crockett was next. I got into a little bit pretty recently, actually, because it's fucking cool.
Liberal scum.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what he does. He's the dude's fucking makes killer music.
Yeah, he's good.
But the number one band that I got into over the past 3 years is Rattlesnake Milk.
At least half your songs of the week.
Literally, dude, they're fucking so cool, man. Chevrolet diesel with a flame on the side. She's a bad little mama with the 4-wheel drive. Yeah.
We're going to get copyrighted for that.
Whatever.
Hit the police button.
Now they know we're
Self-arrested.
joking. Oh, wait. We're joking.
For comedic purposes, this is satirical content.
I'm going to see them next week if they don't have a problem with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go up and ask them.
Yeah.
See if you can get a minute. Just be like, yo, are you cool if we play your music on our podcast?
That'd be great.
See if you can get an official cosign. Make sure Madge is recording so we have legal footage.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
But we're going to see them next week down in Trinidad. That'll be fun. Trinidad
and Tobago.
Sure, yeah. No, Colorado.
Fine.
Yeah, that was fun. But it'll be sick to see them. And, that music to me, like, in the part of life where I was kind of coming into myself.
Yeah.
And, like, so that music kind of allowed me to, and, like, the vibe of that music was, like, I don't know, man, it's fucking badass. That music is badass. And it kind of just allowed me to come into myself and be like, yo, fuck you guys. This is what I'm doing. If you want to join me, please do. But if you don't, get out of my way.
Fair play.
And it's, because I'm going. And that was a lot of what the Rattlesnake stuff.
And that's where we're at now. You got your business, fucking killing.
Trying.
Got a girlfriend, so now you're...
What?
You got no fear anymore.
15.
No! Don't delete it.
I have to, dude. Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Oh,
That was so
fuck.
fucking funny. Oh my god. That's so funny. I was like, dude, I got a girl. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
Now you're ballsy. So
yeah, sure.
You let it fly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that does pretty accurately represent where you've got to now.
Yeah, I think so, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
And then for me, that shift from is really there was a little bit of change. I kind of I'll break it up.
Oh, and I still listen to Billy all the time.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I have really two periods. The end of that, which was my time in Florida, which got out of COVID, got into a relationship, spent a couple years there. She was big into EDM.
Mm-hmm. I
I started expanding a lot too, so like I'll just start listing off names this time period. Brockhampton was still big for me. Bon Iver was another big one. Love his shit still to this day. Gene Dawson is awesome. Gene Dawson does this really cool fucking hip hop type R&B style. Destin Conrad. And then I started getting more into like EDM. So Porter Robinson, Mike Dean. What's the other big? Tash Sultana, by the way.
Oh, I like Tash Sultana.
Tash Sultana was big for a while for me.
Or whatever they go by.
Love Tosh.
Yeah,
Fucking
whatever they go by.
Super cool.
I think they might be a they them, but I
don't know.
But they're fucking
lesbians, so
tremendous at
They're
fucking
cool.
music.
Cool with me, dude.
Tremendous at music.
So good.
Yeah.
That loop shit playing all the instruments is
so
unreal.
sick, dude.
I really want
That
to see her live at some
initial
point.
jungle video that made her famous is so funny because you can see one of her friends like poke her head out in the. Have you ever noticed that? Yeah, you can see one of Tasha's friends like poke her head out of the back and then like see like she's doing something and there's a video playing. Oh, and like it's so funny. And it's just like that's cool to me because it's just like that's authentic as fuck.
Yeah.
That's like you can tell that she's just like, dog, I gotta go do this like. And then it fucking made her huge.
Yeah, that was big around the time because I was around my my first girlfriend's friends. They were all like band kids.
Okay.
So they were listening to all this like kind of pop and indie shit at the time. So I had a lot of that influence as well. And then with this second major relationship, started getting into again all those electronic bands. Flying Lotus. I also got big into Glass Animals because I was playing in a lot of kava bars. This is when I'm starting to get real heavy into that scene.
A little bit.
So you still had hip hop a bunch, but that's kind of the main gist of that period. It was starting to open up more into EDM. I added a little bit of R&B to my taste, but that's nothing too crazy at that time period. And then I moved out to Colorado, and that is where fucking my music taste flipped on its fucking head.
Yeah.
I went from hip hop being my essentially exclusive genre of personal music choice.
Okay.
I listened to a lot of shit around other people growing up. So I had a lot of other interests, but the only one I ever really listened to was hip hop. I've listened to almost exclusively no hip hop over the last 2 years. The ones I listen to are all like crash out rap, like bass heavy, get fun, get lit type of music. I stopped listening to as much of the kind of slower, as much as I loved J. Cole growing up. I didn't mention that one earlier, but it's not my taste anymore.
Yeah, I get that.
So I got big into a bunch of weird shit. Ross from Friends, which is like some slower kind of like trance EDM.
Okay.
Oliver Tree was a weird one. That's a weird pull there. Started getting back into like Linkin Park.
Okay.
I got big. I just went to see Thousand Below.
Oh, yeah.
Love Thousand Below. Got really into like a lot of kind of like emo, Midwest screamo's another big one. I love that shit.
Nice.
Touche Amore. There's another one. He's got a song, Long Island. Public Works. Yeah, Public Works. Smaller guy, but got into the Black Keys.
Nice.
Started getting big into Flume. Let's see what else we jump through here. Also got more into the kind of like true to the core country.
Okay.
And I still always will have a spot in my heart for pop country. Warren Ziders and fucking what's the other big one? Bailey Zimmerman. Still love that motherfucker. But let's see, we got Derek Pope in here. Bunch of weird shit. Chirino. And then let me see if there's anything else worth mentioning. Oh, I fucking stepped back big into Daughtry. I love Daughtry so much. But yeah, I got into a bunch of big bass music. So Closey, Grizz, fucking, what was the one I was listening to the other day? Let me see if I can find that. 30 Seconds to Mars, Sleep Token, Dayseeker. Yeah, we could do this for a while. But
yeah, we could
point is that the last 2 years for me, music, because I finally got out of Florida and like stopped trying to impress the people around me.
Yeah.
For a long time, it was what hip hop was. I liked it, especially when I moved out to Tampa because I was living in the hood.
Yeah.
And I wanted to seem like a white boy that fit in. Yeah. Yeah, and not trying to impress people. My music taste has flourished. I'm also around a far more intellectually diverse group of people than I've ever been in my life.
Sure.
And so, like I said, I came out here expecting just to be a bass guy. I thought I was going to get into EDM.
Sure.
My perception of the state was that everybody listened to EDM, at least in this city, you know.
Sure.
And then stepped into all this music that I felt directly represented my emotional state. Because that's the thing about hip hop is like, as a white kid who grew up in the suburbs, there's not much I relate to in that music.
I know.
There's some of the mentality shit that I admired growing up. But again, it just didn't kind of represent my life.
No.
Now, like this more like emo style, fucking, yeah, life wasn't bad, but it's been rough type of mentality.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's been this really big expanse over the last couple of years. And courtesy of you, again, started looking more into the bluegrass side of things.
Yeah.
Got a few Rattlesnake Milk songs now. Listened to a little bit of Charlie Crockett. Can't say I still have gotten too much into Billy Strings, but
I'll get you there.
we're getting there.
I'll get you there.
And yeah, it's been interesting. A lot of rock now, a lot of indie shit.
Nice.
But it's been cool, like, to kind of externalize and see that my music taste has reflected a very big shift in opening up myself to who I am as an individual. Because for a long time, I was very set by the environment.
Yeah,
and
that's
now
great.
it's like, I don't know what the fuck I want to do, but
coming
I'll
into
figure it
yourself.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah. Which seems to be we're mirroring in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that's about all we got for today.
That's about all we got. You got a birthday party.
Yeah, I got to go hang out with my girlfriend for her birthday. We're going to go see Bear Hat, like mentioned earlier. So, got to go up, get it up there. You got anything to tell the people before we go?
Yeah. We still don't have enough listener questions. Send it to malfunctionjunctionpodcast@gmail.com or DM us at malfunctionjunctionpodcast on Instagram.
Yes.
If you have any other questions, comments, concerns, please let us know. We are going to continue to try and tailor these podcasts to the interests of the community. So, if you have anything, let us know, and we'll keep figuring out what works.
Yes, and also follow the Substack Malfunction. Actually, I think that might be just be my Substack, and then the Malfunction Junction podcast newsletter is underneath my Substack.
Yep. And at some point,
I'll post that in the.
We'll create a Malfunction Junction podcast playlist.
Yeah, we should do that. We should we could do that on anything.
We'll have a Andrew and Jay's playlist. And we'll have a couple mixes on there.
Hell yeah, we'll do songs of the week.
Thanks for listening.
Hell yeah. Well, everybody, have a great day. Peace.